Hi, I'm Rod and I'm from St Martin's Battery. Today I'd like to talk to you about the connection between international travel and change management. Just recently I had a fabulous opportunity to plan a trip to Paris. In that planning time before the trip, I had to spend a lot of time thinking about what I wanted out of the trip. I needed to think about who I was going with and find out what they wanted. We needed to kind of build a vision so that we had a bit of a plan of where we were going and what we wanted to do, what we wanted to achieve, what we wanted to see. After we'd organised and we'd thought about our trip, I then had to start thinking about the documentation that I needed. I needed to make sure that I had a current active passport. I needed to make sure that I had my aeroplane tickets. I needed to make sure I had the train tickets and tickets to any museums and shows that we had decided to go to. Once we'd organised all that and I had that in place, then I needed to start to think about organising a bit of an itinerary. After our conversations together with my friends, we decided on a range of activities that we wanted to go and do, and places that we wanted to see, and things that we wanted to get involved in while we were in Paris. So we created a bit of a plan of action for the time that we were away. I also needed to check out the weather in Paris to make sure that I was taking the right kind of clothes and that they would fit into the bags that I was going to take with me. It's amazing how excited and passionate we were about this trip that was coming up, with all the planning, all the setting out of ideas and concepts, and just the fact that our vision or our desired outcome for our trip was just to have a really good time and to enjoy the City of Lights. So how does this connect to change management? Well, with incredible simplicity, really. When you think about change, you need to have a vision. You need to have a plan of action, and you need to get other people, or the people in your organisation, you need to get them excited about where you're going. So sit down, like I did with my friends, and talk about the vision. Talk about where you're going and what you're wanting to achieve in this change that you're trying to manage. The documentation side of things, whether it's your passport or your aeroplane tickets, is exactly the same as the documentation that you need to prepare when you're developing a change management plan. Having those planning documents means that everybody is able to have some kind of understanding. They're able to have some sort of buy-in to the process, which is really important. And my recommendation is, just like an exciting trip where you talk to all your friends about where you're going and what you're going to do, is you talk about it with your community at work. Talk about the change that's going to happen. Get them excited. Get their buy-in. Get their interest. Get their communication, their thoughts, their reflections about how they can be involved in the change. Change management is, in itself, a tricky thing. But we can do it when we have the right attitude and the right motivation behind it. When it comes to managing change, our motivation can sometimes wane. When planning an international trip, it doesn't really wane because of the excitement levels. But if we have that reframe in our mind around the fact that this is an exciting journey that we're going on together, then maybe that just might be the ticket to help you manage change more effectively in your organisation.